Alright. How we doing? How we doing? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week, all that good stuff. You're watching back on the VOD. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. We're going to start off strong, because I always forget. We got the audio bug, and we're back. Alright, so happy Wednesday. Today, we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday with our kind of quartz scaling up and electronics build over by oil. I was kind of thinking about some things, and let's see, I did it again, like clockwork. I always forget to load the modeler, so let's load the modeler. That way we can kind of go over the plan for the day. So this is the silica that we're making for our electronics factory. If we go down here, ta-da, I originally planned to make a couple of slooped setups, and we haven't built these yet. So currently we only have 2 lines of 8 each, so I need to make either another line of 8 or sorry, not another line of 8. It would just be a line of 4 to use it up, or like I would hope to do is to sloop these and get a whole lot of packaged fuel for free without having to make a bunch of empty canisters and use up our valuable plastic. So in order to do that, we need to have one more summer sloop. So what we are gonna do is go find a summer sloop. I have installed the object scanner highlighter, whatever it's called, thing, which basically puts a big beacon down. Let's see if we can find something on the map here once you start getting something in range. Mushroom. I think, there we go. There's a good example. So it shows a nice beacon. Okay, I see that guy. So let's go grab that. But yeah, summer sloop would be excellent. And then what we're gonna do is use that package fuel to run some trucks, and we'll send those trucks to handle.
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
When will we land? I don't know. When will you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs? Okay, that's bad news bears. I don't want to go in there, even though I probably should go in there. And if I was a sloop, where would I be? Grab some of these for our healing purposes. I know there's gotta be some around here. Okay, that is a purple, but there's totally gonna be some big boys in here, right? There's little guys. Got one. Let's see, if you guys want to come closer, that'd be like super cool. Got a couple. Ooh. Combat wizard over here. Alright. Dealt with. I mean, I'll take a bunch of tiny dudes. I just don't want to fight a big jumpy spider right now. Which is usually what you say when the big jumpy spider comes out. Anybody? Nope, we're good? Okay, cool. I actually have filters. That's good. Important. Alright, so Summer Sloop is the name of the game. We need literally one. Just one game. Like, it's not that big of an ask, right? I don't want to go up there. I'm wondering. I think we've kind of cleared that whole area out pretty thoroughly. Maybe there will be one over here. Let's grab some slugs while we're kind of out and about. We could go through there. That's kind of an idea. Let's go down here. Let's go through here real quick. I haven't really gone this way, as evidenced by the not having a spark exploit. There are some not so nice things here. Oh, I don't have ammo. Important. Do I have a gun, right? I do, and I just never made more explosive powder. Yeah. It's okay. We're gonna juggle the holding C and reloading. There we go. Anybody else want a piece? Nice. All right. Oh, yep. There you are. I do like this biofuel for exploring. You can get a lot of use out of that. Okay. Hello, quick footsteps. Okay, at least there's a sloop. Where? I'm going the wrong way though. So it's probably above me. I'm just ignoring those guys. Yes. There. Okay. Well, let's see what kind of height we can get with this stuff. Just keep kind of going in circles and tapping. Aim for this ledge and take a break. Okay, so it's up there, which is we're getting into the kind of part of the map that's a little dangerous. I will admit. We're fine. Everything's fine. Totally in control. Oh, hey, hey, hey. We're just gonna hit you with the whole arsenal here because you're scary. There we go. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking was gonna happen. Either that or a big stinger. Okay, I was a summer sloop. Where would I be? Right there. That's right. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. It's okay. Yep, nailed that one. Oh, actually, we kind of did. Inadvertently nailed it. Alright,
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
there are more. Okay, radiation. Yep, not gonna mess with that. Let's see if we can grab a couple of these. Okay, there's totally... I think there's green spiders in there, if I recall correctly. And I'm not equipped to deal with green spiders, like mentally or physically, you know what I mean? Yeah, and there's radiation in there. Yeah, no, let's just maybe we just go. We got what we need. Let's not be greedy. Maybe. I feel like that's maybe the wise thing here. I mean, if y'all want to group up. Okay, as I just completely ruined that opportunity. Let's fight. Why not? I could use a couple more protein pads. No space. Ah. Okay, lag. Dude, literally lag switched me. It's crazy. No, stay together. Thank you. Why do I have so much garbage? Oh, because I was rebuilding the base. That's right. And then I just ran away. Because it's a new stream. Classic. Alright, a little bit of that. Never hurt nobody. even though it did kind of hurt a little bit. Okay, so there should be... Ooh, power slug. Mercer Spear right there. I might just dive in for it. Just kind of have an inhaler at the ready. Because I know we can blow these up. Oh, there's two. Or is that... No, that's not a Mercer Sphere. Yeah, I know we can blow them up, but that doesn't usually get rid of the radiation. That guy's going to be a problem. Let's just get rid of all of that. I don't think I need that. I don't think I need that either. So that should kind of streamline some things. Same goes for you. And I have more Nobelisks. Nice. Alright, let's see if blowing these rocks up gets rid of the radiation now. I said, let's see if blowing these rocks up gets rid of the radiation now. You said that. Yeah, see, I don't think it does. But if I reload, it probably will. Just step forward like a little bit. No, that's not what I said. Here we go, here we go. Okay, radiation's not nearly as bad as I thought. I don't know why I thought it was so bad. Ooh. Anything over there? I don't think so. I think we got that one a long time ago. Just keep running through them. Okay, cool. Nice. So, back we go. Sure. Take more of that. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go back. We should probably finish the home base stuff. That feels like a good thing to kind of do. And then once we have that running, I think we will head over to the oil facility, electronics area. We'll build this loop setup, and then we can start making electronics. I am curious, why are you not working? It's pipes. It's always pipes. Okay. I do have some of those. But if I do this and the train is just not keeping up, then it might not matter, but we'll try our best. We'll do a little bit of something here. And just get these running. Let's get those running. Yeah, we are going to have to get this fixed and, like, actually working. So we do have some getting up here. Yeah. They're getting there. But there's definitely a gap. Like, the train is there. Let's see. Do we have any on in the storage? There shouldn't be any in here. No. Yeah, okay. That's the line. So it's empty. For sure. For sure. It is trying to recover from a deficit, though, because I was not supplying enough. So what I should probably do, and maybe we'll do that after we drop off a bunch of stuff, is I'll just grab a bunch of steel from storage and, like, fill up one of those boxes. And then that way it kind of has a head start, you know? And then we can keep an eye on it, and if there's still an issue, then I know I have to do more to kind of get that working. Alright, so I don't need you. Give me all of the remains that I have. Thank you. And let's just sort. Do that all nice and easy. Get rid of the copper. Not you, you. Don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need those. any of that. Let's keep computers. That's kind of good. And that's all cool with me. Okay, and then we go down here. We say power slugs. There should be a sign on here too, huh? Here, layout. Be that one, and then element, and then that, and then arrow, and then down. Ta-da! Hard to forget that now. Okay, great. So I wanted to get steel pipes. Let's get steel pipes. Yeah, just let me get what you got, and let's get rid of those, and then we will see. We will see where we're at. Yeah, and then we'll start that. We'll start making our sloop setup. That should go pretty quick because we already have all the blueprints. We just have to throw in a bunch of sloops. All right, so let's see if that holds it over and at least gets enough steel into all the machines so they can start running, and then kind of see where we're at. Yeah, we'll mess with it more as the need arises. Alright, I lied. We're not going over there. We're going over here. I gotta finish the kind of... I mean, do I have to finish this? Is this really that important right now? Not really. It's not that important. Like, we want to make silica, but even if we build that, that's our silica tower. We need the trucks to get it over there, so I kind of have to do trucks first, and then do the reworking over here. Okay, works for me. Let's go make some truck stuff. Which also means we're going to make some roads, which also means a lot is going to change. But that's the way it goes. We make changes here. So... I'm realizing that I may have caused a bit of a headache for myself with this refinery row for copper. Because I gotta build a refinery row. Oh no, we build those down here. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Those are down here. Okay. I forgot. That's for plastic and stuff. This is where we build diluted fuel. So, yeah, I think we're skipping a row. That terrain's looking awfully in the way, if you know what I mean. Could go down there. Let's see. So this is our manifold. Yeah, I mean that's already. I kind of vaguely remember doing this before. Oh, that's not too bad actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not too good, but it's not too bad. Ladders still accessible. I mean, really, it's kind of fine. It's kind of fine. So we could have that there, and then... just gotta get this... Oh, I think I put it over too far, actually. Oh, I maybe deleted that. That's probably what it is. Or it was never in there in the first place. Okay, so that's fine. And then we would go out. Trying to think. I don't. Maybe we'll bump it forward a little bit. There's a chance. Let's see what the refineries look like in there. This area here might be a bit of an issue. Okay, where is it hitting something? That? Maybe? Let's see. I don't think there's any other little nodes in here, are there? I mean, that one wasn't a problem, so... Get rid of that just to be safe. Alright, let's see. And still no bueno. Oh! Oh. That's what we call a problem in the industry. Okay. So... Yeah. I did make a headache for myself, just not in the way I thought. Which is, like... kind of fine. It's not that hard, we just have to move that over. It's a little bit annoying, but... But yeah, I mean, otherwise, this is not great either. Because yeah, we have belts here and stuff. That's a little bit. Pipes, that's fine. Belts, we're starting to get a little bit too clip happy, I think. Kind of draw the limit there. So we go here instead. We're gonna have to take this out, and I'm gonna have to move that over. Kind of just is what it is, because otherwise, yeah. Could go over there, but I want the fuel out here near where we're gonna have the roads. I don't want to have to kind of move that super far out of the way. And this kind of obviously sucks because there's a huge cliff here. So yeah, all right, it is what it is. I should have built the lower fuel area first, but I didn't. That's why these are all stalling out, because they're full of heavy oil residue. Okay. How's the old inventory? Pretty full, and it's gonna have a whole bunch of stuff on it. Okay. First things first, let's clear out this system of copper, because I don't want it, and we're just gonna delete it all anyway. Can I fit this in somewhere? That'd be really cool. Good enough for me. So that's just got to bleed that line, and then that's got to go away. And it's going to have some work to do, but it shouldn't take it too long. While that's going, let's throw down this one. So yeah, you know, that's pretty annoying. Maybe we wait, yeah, as that's starting to clear the belt. Let's just wait for that belt to kind of clear out a little bit more. So I just don't want it to send ore down there and then into this whole system of stuff. Okay, good. I just don't want to pick up like 1,000 copper ore for no reason. Okay, a little bit more. I could also just clear off this line, but that would be smart, you know. That would be probably too smart. All right, let's see. In terms of emptying out, are you? You are. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff, but alright, let's just start ripping out here back. Did I make a crate? I did make a crate. Yeah, that's what I was hoping to avoid, but that's okay. Give me that, get rid of the rest. And at least those will still just keep, or will still just empty out. Okay, so we have to build these out pretty far. I don't even know if I built all the ones that I needed. Because this is 20 and we needed like 27. Probably was running out of stuff. Okay. Let's go grab a few more of these. And now we can build our packaged fuel setup over here. We are going to have to fit in a couple of refineries, or power plants, sorry. But that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. Alright, so full clean out. This will just shift down and over. Those are staying there. I'm not going to redo all that. There's no point in doing that. Okay, cool. Not too bad. And then generators should be able to fit in here. If we have to tuck them back here a little bit, we can manage. Or we'll rework the water extractors to kind of be the right way. Okay, so that's the last one, right? Yep. So now we do a single. That's all good. And then we go. I should have put the walkway in, but you know what? We do power, at least. On the way out. Hey, what's up, Don? Happy new month indeed. Welcome to July. Kind of crazy we're in July already. How we doing today? Hope you're staying cool. It's like a global heat wave I'm hearing. Just kind of keep working our way down here. At some point I'll probably start daisy chaining these, but today is not that day. So we need we go. To snap in. I think that's in the right spot. That looks good to me. We need a wall piece. Not there. Oh, good, good. Yeah, absolutely. It's been so annoying by me. They're like, oh, it's going to rain today. It won't be so hot. I'm like, yes. And then the day comes and it's like, ah, it's not going to rain anymore. I'm like, damn it. It's happened like 4 days in a row. I'm like, please rain. I'm doing good, man. Thank you for asking. Keeping busy, you know. We had a, my mom had her, like, technically 6 week, but we're nearly on like 7 or 8 now. Check in with the surgeon, and he was saying that she's doing good. So she got a couple of like limitations lifted, which is really nice. So she can kind of do a little bit more on her own again. And, you know, hopefully we're starting to get to a point where I can head home, you know, soon. So I'm going on 2 months of being here, which is a lot longer than I was originally planning on being here. So, you know, aside from all that, I'm doing good. Trying to just stay busy, stay positive. You know how. Yeah. It was crazy though. They showed the X-ray, and I was like, "Yeah, that's a bunch of metal in your fucking neck, alright. That's insane to look at. Like, that is crazy." She's the titanium woman, though. They're like, yeah, we'd use titanium. That's kind of cool. Medical grade. Alright, so we're gonna build this out. I guess I'll tear out that one on the way back, because we don't need that. And then we'll go down and we'll start working on our little packaged fuel. Alright, so that's all good. Kind of, sort of. I don't actually have to do that. Was she gonna need a letter for metal detectors now? I know. She said that. Well, it's funny. So she had her. She's been through it, man. Like, I mean, we both. It's been a lot of medical stuff for the family lately, I guess. But so last year, a year ago, a little more than that. I was down here because she had her rotator cuff, like in her shoulder. When they were trying to figure out what was causing all this stuff with her neck, they originally thought it was maybe something with her shoulder, so they checked that out, and they were like, oh yeah, you have a complete rotator cuff tear, just like gone. So she had that completely replaced and put in a bionic, you know, shoulder joint, and that's also titanium. So she was like, when she was at the she did like a trip in between the surgeries, you know, before she was going to be down for a while, and she said that happened. They were like, what's this in your shoulder? Like, are you trying to... She's like, no, it's my bionic shoulder, literally, you know, prosthetic. Not prosthetic, but I guess bionic is the right word, right? But yeah, man, it's happening already, so... Crazy world we live in. You can just have some metal in you on purpose. Alright. There we go. So that's all up and running. Let's see, did that get to fill up? It did not. So we're gonna shut that back off again. I really wish machines would still kind of fill up sometimes when they were turned off. Like, that would be great. Okay, so that needs to fill up. While that's doing its thing, we are going to start building these guys. Our diluted package fuel. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Like I said, so far so good, so we just hope we keep going on that trajectory, you know? Ah, I see what I did. Okay. I think we could do that here. So that's not there. And then we have our support piece, like so. We would have another one. Nope. Oh, come on. You were doing it before. See, maybe if I land, it'll be a little bit easier. There we go. Like that. And then these might have to get moved up like a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let me put that down. What did I do down here? Oh, I just left this. Whoops. Alright, let's just get rid of these. Near the extractors, I guess. That's kind of... I think that's fine. There's a lot of refinement that these factories could see, but at a certain point, it's like... we got other stuff to do, you know? We got bigger fish to fry, kind of vibes. Alright, so this one, we only need to build like 4 generators. Can I just get storage up running today? Oh, hell yeah. And quick wire. Nice. Good shit, man. Good shit. Super chuffed. Very British. I like it. I like it. That's awesome, though. Good shit. Good shit. It's nice when you, like, knock out a bunch of projects, like, real quick like that, you know? Ooh. That's a good catch. I was at the wrong level, which would have caused some headaches for us down the line. Alright, let me just build all that, and then... walkway? There we go. And then we'll take out the parts that we don't need. So let's go here, and... nope. Let's see, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see where we're at. Hey, what's up, Jade? It was a proper 4-hour sesh. Hell yeah. Went for a walk, now realize you're in your PJs. That sounds like an awesome day. What's up, Jade? How we doing? Welcome, welcome. How are you on this fine, hot afternoon, I'm assuming? Because it's hot everywhere in the world right now, apparently. Let's build out a couple of these as well. I should really... have I mentioned that I want a hover pack? I don't know if I maybe mentioned that in passing. Okay. So that's all good. And let's try and put these back in now. And hopefully we won't hit another problem, but that's looking promising. Very good, very great. Hover pack would be a godsend for how big these are. Yeah, man. It's... yeah. It's gonna be something. I'm just realizing we should make a slooped version of this, so I don't have to edit every single blueprint. Yeah, it's gonna be incredibly good, though. I'm probably gonna install the Better Hover Pack mod, too. Just because I feel like that is super useful. Alright, we have to go outside. But yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna make... I feel like it's gonna make just everything so much better. It should be easier to watch, less bouncy, you know. Just overall, a more pleasant experience. Okay, so we want this guy. And here is how this is gonna work. So... was underwear, there was a... oh, yeah. I gotta make like a mod video of like my preferred mod list. We'll get to it one day. But yeah, it's called like something hover pack extensions, I think. Just really good. Highly recommended. It basically just gives you like way more power, way more range and height and speed at the cost of like a lot more power. It uses like 1,000 megawatts or something crazy, but it's pretty good. Okay, so this whole setup is a loop, right? It's a closed loop where we put in 60 packaged water. It goes into the diluted packaged fuel refinery with some heavy oil residue, spits out 60 packaged fuel. We unpackage that fuel, bada bing, and send the packages back in. However, if we throw some sloops in here, everything changes. Oh, better hover pack? Yeah, it's like a Mark II hover pack, literally. It is. I think that's what the mod is. I'll post it in the Discord for sure. And yeah, so okay, so right, so 60, 60, 60. Normally everything's happy, everything's good. However, if we sloop our diluted packaged fuel refinery here, we get an additional 60 packaged fuel, or no extra. We do have to pay more power, right? But that's fine. And in turn, when we come here, instead of unpacking all of the fuel, we can take half of it and just put it somewhere else. We could just use it wherever we want, like in trucks, for example. What's up, Dracus? Sloop for the win is so true. So what we have to do is figure out a nice, simple way to get the sloop stuff out. I'm thinking potentially right here. If we can get a belt in there, which we can. Okay, this is probably the most compact I will ever build, but it kind of works. So the way it works, right, is we would say that's your priority, and then if you have anything left, we can send that out. And then, oh, I'm using packaged fuel. Whoopsie. I think the closest one to what you're describing is Hoverpack extensions, but it does not look like it's been updated for 1.2. I'm pretty sure whatever mod I was thinking of has been, but maybe it wasn't. I think that's what it's called, Hoverpack extensions. I could have sworn it was updated, but maybe not. Maybe when they pushed that other update recently, that like changed things, you know? Dracus, it's the hover pack extensions mod, the one that basically like gives your hover pack, well, gives you a new hover pack that costs like 1,000 megawatts, and it like gets you more range and speed and all that kind of stuff. I was just saying how I'm gonna be using that most likely. Okay. I think it was hover pack extensions. Honestly, I could just take a look real quick. Hold on, let me just open up the thingy here. Sir Digby, that one is updated. I don't think it's Sir Digby. Let's see, I'm opening the mod manager. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, it's mad at me because I don't have internet on this computer. Well, that's not gonna work very well. Disregard. I only have one Ethernet cable, and I have to use it for the streaming computer, so... I'll find it. I'll find which one it was, and I'll post it in the Discord after the stream. But, yeah, it's one of those. It was a good bad. Hoverpack extensions Redux? Yeah, that one. That's the one, right there. That Dracus just said. So my Satisfactory computer is offline? Yeah. Yeah, so literally what I have to do when I stream is I have one Ethernet cable that I drag from across the house because the router's on the other side of the house. And I plug it into this one, this gaming computer. And then I have to take the thumbnail and do all that nonsense. And then when I go live, I have to switch that cable to the streaming computer, which thankfully I have, because otherwise this would be a nightmare. Trying to run this. I wasn't going to bring it, but I brought them both. So then, yeah, that leaves the streaming computer on the solid Ethernet connection, and then my gaming computer with no Wi-Fi or no nothing because it doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi. I didn't bring the adapter. I tried to buy an adapter and it didn't work. So I was just like, that's 3 strikes. We're out. We're just not going to do it. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So what I need to figure out, but it's not that bad. If like we manage, like if I need to, I just switch the cable, and then we kind of rock from there. Okay, what I want to take a look at is this guy, because we're gonna need to have a way to get items out. So I kind of want to figure out spacing. Exactly, Don. You gotta make it work. You gotta just make it work. Okay. So if I take a 4 meter from here, yeah, I guess. Did I build this in a Mark II or a Mark I? I think I built this in a Mark II. It loaded in a Mark II. Let me see real quick. Hold on. I could have sworn we built this in a Mark I. Did not. Okay. It's the same footprint though, which is good. Alright, so we have to treat that as the middle. I'm just trying to figure this out in terms of like how much space I have, which is not a lot. So that's the edge of the design. We're not making that turn. So let's think here. If I throw a smart splitter in like this, and yeah, back down there. We could also completely rechange this. Hold on, and go up immediately. No, I think the other way was better. Actually, hold on. It might have worked. Basically what I'm trying to do is make it so that the loop stays fed, and then anything extra gets sent out, right? And we can merge, ideally, with a another line, right? Because we may have more than one of these in a row. So we want to be able to get all that packaged fuel out. So yeah, I think that part is good. What I'm kind of wondering is if we could make like a tiny lift situation kind of happen here, where if I put like a merger right there, it would be very it's kind of fine. I mean, it does clip through that pretty aggressively. So maybe not. What's our other course of action here, though? Because we have to be able to get the fluid out. And we need to have a line basically getting through. I mean, this is kind of not... this is kind of worse than the other way, because at least before we could fit another line, right? Coming on top of this one. So maybe we do bring it back to kind of how we had it, which was this guy was like this. Let's put this back just in case, because I think that was... I think that lift had connected to the packager, which is not what we want. Yeah. I don't know. There's got to be a way to get these in where we want them. Yeah, you're never making that turn. That's way too tight. Yeah, we can't do a sideways lift. That would work. Maybe something like that. Fluid extra small. Whoa. Has a stackable fluid junction that is the same size as a splitter and a merger. That's kind of nice. I mean, I do have a solution, right? And it's just I'm not like thrilled with it because of the clipping of the pipes. But like technically that does work. I really don't like it. It's a little too slammed together for my tastes. But this is where we have to take it from. Okay, how else could we make this work? Let's think. There's got to be another way. Perhaps if we do some kind of fancy nudging. It's closer. Is that... I think that's the best we could do there. But then wait, what if we were out here? Hold on a minute. Back here. Let's do back here. You can nudge lifts with infinite nudge, but in the base game you cannot do what I just did there. I think if we kind of squeeze that back in one more time, that might kind of work. Or... So there's that. That's like really in there. It's not that bad, though. Yeah, there's no way to make both of these fit. So let's stick with this. We're gonna say any undefined. Ideally, that's where we have our overflow coming out. Trying to think what else could work. It's an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but it's an idea. Let's see. So if we had... No, because then that's just going to push us over again. Yeah, I got to be over here. Maybe? there's no way we can make that. Yeah, no, not gross way. Okay. It's like a puzzle game. There's a solution here. We just gotta find it. Because the thing is, that's like the edge, right? That we can kind of build out to without encroaching on other things. So we don't really, we can't cross that line. We don't want to go past that line. Yeah, it's very like, well, I don't know if it's spaghetti, but it could be kind of spaghetti-esque. If we... something like this, and then down here, perhaps. I mean, it would work. I've definitely done worse. That's kind of all right in my book. I'm being honest with you. That kind of works. I think the only thing that I could maybe do, and this is like super unnecessary, but it would make it look cleaner. Is if we just kind of nudge this back. I think that's our thing right there. That's kind of a clean little solve. I don't think that would clip with anything. It shouldn't cause any other auto connect problems. Okay, we do got to set that guy up. All right, let's try it. I think this would work. I think this would work. So yeah, it'll make sure that that is full before it sends anything out. Yeah, I mean, worst case, it fails. Oh well, you know, we just try again. Let's see. Let's paint that yellow for the fuel. I won't bother painting all that stuff. That's fine. All right, cool. Yeah, let's try it. So we're gonna say diluted packaged fuel, slooped. This is making 120. Well, actually no. 120 per minute fuel per minute. Yeah, yeah, sure, dude. That's good. That makes sense. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Let's go here, and then we say 60 packaged fuel per minute as well. Do that just so we don't mix those two up, and then over here. I guess we don't really have to incorporate a belt into here because we can just decide what we want to do with it after. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Let's get rid of that, let's get rid of this, and let's see if I made a big old mistake. Up instead and have a gap or no walkway for this one. So, I mean, I'm cool with this stall, but I am curious what you were... Oh, like no walkway and just go up higher? Probably would have worked fine, but I think this is solid. This is solid. Just having problems focusing on the latest plus playthrough. Oh, okay. That happens. Nice. I support it. Sometimes when I'm just bored, I'll just like build blueprints for fun. I don't ever use them, but I just like to do that, you know? Like I have fun with it, so I totally get that. Sometimes you just gotta do something that you enjoy. Alright, so we're gonna build 4 of these. That all looks nice. Oop, hello. Oop. Let's do it. Oh, we're catching up to the coal plant. Oh my goodness. I didn't think this would be that sprawling, but I probably shouldn't really be surprised. Okay. Remind me how many generators? It's like 4.8, right? Nice. 4.8. Okay. I remember that was 9.6, so just half of that. And then yeah, 240 packaged fuel for free, basically. Converting power into packaged fuel, which is kind of free. No plastic. That's the nice part. And if we wanted to... No, that's about the most you could get, because you have to maintain the loop. But you could always repackage this fuel if you really felt like it. But at that point, it's kind of like, I don't know. I would just use that for power and call it a day. Okay, so if I am 4 of these guys... We actually have to get that down quite a bit, because the first row doesn't start until here. How did I do it over here? I was like right in line with the walkway piece, which should be here? Or no? No, it's gonna be up here. Okay. Let's see. If I do that, what's that clip here? Kind of does. Yeah, okay. So let me just build that for spacing purposes. It's just a lot easier to line that up. And then like that. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm just gonna double check. Looks like it to me. Okay. So we're a little bit offset here because of the terrain, which is why we are having to build this way. And let's just do this. Nope. And we can just delete out this guy. Oh, that oh, okay. That blueprint is still broken. Yeah, for whatever reason, this is very unhappy. Should definitely deal with that. I think it's something with the valve and the auto connect. Alright, so let's get a little bit of some building area here. And then just kind of snap down and in. Alright, do I want a valve on there? Also, that has to be like that. And then I don't think we need a valve on there. Did I throw one on over here? I'm trying to remember. It's not that much fuel, so it's not really a big concern. No. Ooh, okay. We also have to get heavy oil over here, which shouldn't be too hard. No, that's not too bad at all. And then water. We should be able to run some extractors underneath. Right there. Okay, cool. Power getting in here might be a little more clunky. I never made like a corner connection piece. I think I just have, yeah, this, which is, I guess, fine, actually. No, you know what, that works out fine. That works out really well. So it should be like this. Just get rid of all of that, and just serves as another point from which we can get our stuff powered up. Okay, so you go through to there. Like, we should have one of these, but I guess we have this guy. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll just use this one to connect up the power plants for that bank. Okay, over here we are making fuel. We're making 240 per minute. Level 1 of 1, and then let's throw in these. Making packaged fuel. And I like to just throw in a little sign that tells me there's a bunch of sloops in here. I mean, we're never taking these out, but it's still just kind of nice to know where they are. Okay, cool. So that is all put in. And then, oh, just gotta get power run into here, which is gonna become even harder than it was before, I think. We got a very limited area to aim at here. Oh, was I doing that wrong? Yep. Okay, there we go. And that goes into that. That goes into that. That goes there. That Okay, so that is all of our building stuff taken care of. Good. Alright, so we need to get water and heavy oil residue hooked up. It's important to remember which one's which. That is heavy oil residue right here. And something's off. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to see. Is it actually off, or is it just the catwalks? 'Cause that's fine. I think it's just the catwalks. Yeah. Yeah? I think it's just the catwalks. I'm just gonna keep saying it until it's true. But like this part is fine. Good. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. The amount of times I push escape in the modeler, dude, isn't it so annoying? I'm so glad you understand. I do it all the freaking time. I'm just like, nope, that's not what I meant. It's not. It's not what I was trying to do. So often. It's so funny. Okay. Let's do water, and then let's do... Well, I guess we could get heavy oil going, actually. Let's do heavy oil, and then we'll do water. So I need to get that line out and over. I guess we could just literally go out and over. Yeah, it's somewhere like there. Agreed, Jade. 100% agreed. Like, yeah. It's very fun. It's very fun to just like try stuff out. See what it could work. The fact that it's free, incredible. I need a little bit more. It's so hard to tell where that actually is. I think it's here. Not correct. Okay, so then we can get rid of all of this stuff. It's just kind of... something like that. That's all good. We're just gonna kind of throw that in like that, so we have a little access. Let's paint these to hopefully not get confused like we got confused last time. Only just learned about it? Oh, hell yeah. It would have either saved you a few or cost you a whole lot more. No other way to say it. Yep. Guess we'll never know. Buddy, you are in a rough spot, my friend. If I give you a little... Oh, that was dumb, huh? Because now I can't put it back. Do we just kind of get you free? Just a little bit? Oh, you're in the pipe, huh? You just really want to be there. Attaboy. I know you'll just be right back in a matter of minutes, but we tried, okay? I tried. I try to let them have a good life, you know? Hopefully that doesn't wreak havoc on that. I don't think it will. I think it's fine. Okay. So heavy oil, check. We should be pretty much full. Nice. Let me throw a valve in here. And then gotta get all the way down here and get the kind of height situated. Okay, so yeah, I mean we could build down here. Although, could we? I think we start with... We can't. Alright, never mind. But I want to build at this height, so I guess just give me some foundations out that way. And then we'll just kind of get ourselves set up over here. That's how it would be. Because we would have the walkway guy. Like that. I know it's clipping, it's fine. And then just kind of take these down. Okay, I did build the walkways there. Did I build the walkways over here? I didn't. I guess we don't really need that. Yeah, okay. I see what I did. Alright, let's rock with that. Oops. Let's do it that way. That's nice. It's a little more simplified. Man, having infinite Zoop have the blueprint mode disable the Zoop stuff now is chef's kiss. That's beautiful. That's such a nice change. Probably not a very easy one to implement, I feel like, but kudos to them for getting that going, because that is a really nice little quality of life thing right there. Okay, so over here we don't actually need that. Nope. There we go. One time we'll get it, eventually. And then now we can just take this and just kind of run that down. Alright, I'm gonna load this up because I think that's gonna get in the way. And then what are we doing? Is it only 120 water? Is that all we're doing? Or no, 240, right? 60 times 4? Yeah, 240. I'll verify, just to be safe. Yes. Just to be safe. So you should fit in kind of compactly here. I think that's good. Looks good to me. And let's get the whole thing going here. So once we have this, we will be making our packaged fuel. Oh, I guess we're already on that, so that works out. Let's build that again, all lined up. All lined up. There we go. And in. Paint those, and then we can just drop our second one. Alright, so here, don't know how I ended up in the water there. That's pretty impressive. We have to get over there. What did I do over here? Oh, I went up around the back. Well, I can't do that on this one. Might just have to kind of do something like this just to get over here where we can at least go up. I'm trying to think, we could go on the roof actually, or not the roof but the beams. Well, I guess it is the roof technically speaking. Here. Oh, sorry, I missed the message here. Okay, I think I'm gonna try something different. I always build large sprawling factories covering one area. Building... Oh, more like modular style. Nice. I like it. I like it. Hear me out. Seeking the blueprint machine to create water extractor blueprints. Would that work? Could you imagine? That'd be so funny. That'd be actually amazing. I don't think you can build a water extractor in there, but could you imagine? Wait, let's try it real quick. I just gotta know. You've made me interested now. I'm curious. Watch this works. That would be so fucking funny. No, hologram cannot be placed in a blueprint designer. It's a good idea though. It's not. That's good. That's the right way to be thinking when you're playing games like this. That'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad about that. Look that up, because water extractors can get a little tedious when you're placing like, you know, 30 or 40 of them. We're not there yet, but one day we probably will be. Alright, so I think that is good, and then we can just go straight up like that. Almost. It wants to. The game's like, you know what? I can't even yell at you for not having it in water, because you kind of took care of that, but still, just no. It's like, I don't want it. Oh wait, couldn't you do it with the temporary blueprint mod? I'm gonna try. Dude, that'd be funny. Maybe there's like just a workaround without even needing a specific mod. What is temporary blueprint mod too? I've never even heard of that. Let's throw a valve in here. Paint it blue, put that away. Okay, and then getting power should Shouldn't be too difficult. He says when it actually might be a little bit difficult. Okay, I think I know. What? It lets you blueprint like Factorio? I'm sorry, what? That's crazy. That's something that I've always wanted in this game, is just to be able to like highlight an area and like blueprint whatever's in that area, you know, like Factorio. That's insane. Is that new? Is that a new thing? I've never heard of that before. If it's not clear by my reaction. Or am I just like super behind the curve here? I'm just gonna kind of snake this along here. It's a mod? No, I know it's a mod. Yeah, but is it a new mod? Like, I got that it was a mod. That part. Sorry, I wasn't trying to pass that part. But like, is it new? I feel like I've looked for mods like that in the past and just never found them. Maybe I wasn't looking very well. I don't know. Alright, there we go. So that's power. Should have all of our heavy oil, right? We do. It does let you do the extractors, but it doesn't do pipes. Interesting. Okay. I assumed at the end of the day, I just kind of like was like, well, there's probably a reason why they haven't done it in the game. You know, either they don't want the game to be like that, or, you know, they couldn't make it work. Either one is possible. We do need a pump in here. Okay. I could put it over there, but it's fine. Get that going. That should fill up, no problem. Excellent. Okay, so that is our diluted packaged fuel. The slooped version. So now we're making 240 fuel per minute for just the cost of heavy oil, water, and some power. Still be really good to copy paste a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Been there for at least a year. Oh shit. And I just didn't see it. Oops. All good. I'll have to look into that because that does sound very nice. Right, so this is getting going. I just put the extractors on grass and they work. Oh, that's broken. That's what we call broken. All right, well that is spooling up. Let's go check on copper. Copper should be more than good now with its water supplies. Yep. Fire away. We are gonna have to go through and split up all those lines, but that's a-okay. Seems like we're doing pretty good. Do we want to sink? No, there's no point. There's no point in sinking all that stuff at the current rate. How we doing? There we go. Okay. These pipes, yeah, there's a lot to fill up there, so that takes some time. In terms of just getting power out. Hey, what's up, Neff? How we doing today? Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's build these guys out. How are things going, man? Let's grab this one, and then we'll just take this down. Just so we have something, you know, easy to hook up to. We've got the switch. How much power? Oh, 4.8. I need to underclock this last guy. Everything's cool here except the apartment. Nice. Welcome, welcome. Well, hope you are eventually cooling off a little bit, right? What is that? Oh, the last one just needs to be at 40. That. Yeah, I was saying earlier, it's like it's literally a global heat wave, I think, right? Like everywhere is just getting slammed. So hopefully you're staying as cool as can be. Okay, that is how I had it. That's fine. Let's grab this guy. Cooling down at night, at least, yeah. Well, it's like I'm down in Georgia, right? And it's like today it was like 95 degrees or 97 degrees or something insane like that, and it's just like, what? Why? Who needs that? Okay, so this should be a cool 3,000, which is pretty nice and might be enough to get us to kind of switch off coal power over here potentially, because we were going to want that coal for steel at some point. Yeah, I know Europe's like not built to like handle that. Like you guys don't have like air conditioning and stuff like that. Global heat wave brought to you by Shell. You know it. You know them. You love them. Fossil fuel companies. Oh fuck. It's real though. It's real and true. Maybe it should be, you know them, you love to hate them. House is a couple of decades more than the US. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like y'all are not. I genuinely do mean that in the nicest way. It's like you just aren't. The infrastructure isn't there. The houses are older. So I know it's not fun. I was surprised when I was in Italy. Granted, like this was years ago, right? But when I was in Italy during school, doing the study abroad program, I was pretty surprised, like how hot it got. Have you seen China just fired up their new contained mini sun reactor? Jesus, what the fuck? I have not. That's crazy. Shell, BP, and Nestle. True. The trifecta. Throw Monsanto in there. Just sprinkle that in for a little bit of extra, just, you know. That's wild. Though. That's actually wild. I'll have to check that out, because I have not seen... I'm assuming some form of, like, nuclear thing. Or is that the, like, solar field that I was seeing? New contained mini sun. Or, like, a fusion reactor, even. Who knows? I'm curious. I'll have to look into it. If you know, I mean, I'm happy to have it explained, right? Alright, so we fired this guy up. I think things are starting to work. We should eventually start to see some fuel showing up on this line. At which point we do need to have a plan in place for it. Oh, it's working. You know what? You know what you build in Dyson Sphere? Yeah. Wait, what? Like a freaking... It's working. Really? That's insane. Little mini suns? Really? That's... Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up. This sounds like science fiction. I believe you. But it sounds like science fiction. I saw something about how, like, China is, like, reaping the benefits of all the, like, renewable energy work they put in over the past few years. Which doesn't shock me, given the state of affairs, right? Fucking magnets. Leave it to the magnets, man. I will absolutely be looking into this, though, because this sounds fascinating. At the current rate, we really just kind of have to get rid of this fuel. Probably didn't even need to build this. I could put the awesome sink, like, right here. No, I probably should do this. At those temps, you have to use magnets to contain the plasma. Insanity. Jesus. Like, it's so cool, but it's just crazy. It's just like, yeah, you know, like that's not a sentence I thought I was going to hear today. It's like, yeah, they're using magnets to contain plasma. It's like, sure, of course, I understand what that's. I can picture that happening. Yeah. My brain is too small for that kind of shit. Like, it's fascinated by it, but I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. This is insane. Magic. It's basically just magic at this point. Bitches. Oh, man. I don't know if there was like there's something in my brain that's like finds magnets funny for some reason. You know, like there's a bit or something that I can't quite think of. From like a show maybe or something. But I'm probably just completely misremembering stuff as usual. Okay, so this guy being here, we kind of want to rework that after all. Let's just send him down this way. Is that still English? No. The ICP fucking magnets, how do they work? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, because it is like that. It's like, how do they work? Like, what? It's just space metal? Like, what? Like, just freaking iron? Like, I don't understand. I'm a streamer, man. I don't fucking know. That's not... Absolute just mystified by the world of science. Okay, so that all works. And then, yeah, getting packaged fuel for now. I think eventually it's going to go up and out because we can. But I want to have that guy just as like an emergency, like, oh no, things aren't working anymore. So you know what? Let's kind of do something like this. We're in the bowels of the base a little bit here, so things are going to be a little just strung together, if you will. Sorry, I really follow the energy production field. No, you're so good, dude. Don't apologize. I think it's sick. We unlock cheap energy, everything else will start to solve itself. I can't disagree. I think I do see the merit in that belief. I do. I think if we had like genuine access to cheap energy, yeah, that would solve a lot of the world's problems, right? No doubt. So, or at least get us on a really good head start to solving a lot of problems. So yeah, totally. No, I think it's very interesting. Hell yeah. Got some smart peeps in here. True. Read back Shell and BP and... Let's see. If I wanted to go here, is that heavy oil pipe going to be in the way? Nope, it's the water one this time. Donut last chest. I'm not familiar with that. Solar-powered cars would be pretty sick. I mean, they have solar-powered airplanes, so you can't tell me you can't make a solar-powered car. I get like cloudy and maybe when it's raining and at night and stuff, but like, make a battery, man. I don't know. Figure it out. You got smart people out here. Put them to work. We can make it happen. It's just me. Nah, it probably is a weight thing, yeah. That's like, I was learning about hydrogen fuel. Oh my god, I'm hitting a freaking roadblock everywhere. Okay, we can fix this. We have the technology. Yeah, and you still need the battery. No, yeah. But I was learning about hydrogen cell, like cars and stuff like that, and how the, like we can make them, but it's so hard to compress hydrogen into like its usable form that it becomes like I guess super dense, and you need a shitload of it, and it's just an absolute like mad amount to go even a remotely reasonable distance, you know, like hundreds of kilograms of stuff. So it's just like not a real option, you know, but stuff like that is very interesting. All cars can do is sit in the sun. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, just instead of having the solar panels, just charge a battery, right, with solar panels. I think that's kind of the wave, and at least the most realistic thing I think I see happening in the near future is like people having more independent power generation, you know, in their own home, like solar panels and battery systems and stuff like that, that kind of allows for more of a like clean, independent grid, and ideally that gets a lot cheaper over time, right? But I know right now it's kind of all over the place, so somewhere around here. Not sure if Germany or close countries, they covered stretches of highways with solar panels. Smart. It's smart, honestly. Oh, Japan's got some cool new stuff too. That's awesome. It does make me feel like nice to know that like there is stuff happening. You know, like oh, in Germany, yeah, really. See, in the US we have problems where it's like there are literally companies that like lease out the solar panels, so you don't buy a solar system, you're just letting this company come put them on your roof. And then if you sell the house, the person moving in has to like take over that lease. And it can just become a real mess where it's like you don't even own the power you're generating on your house half the time. Like the solar company can sell it and like make the profit. You know, it's a whole freaking thing. Like I'm so pro solar, but culture war thing also. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, hey bud, you're now our new fuel plant employee. Welcome to the team. Yeah, sometimes it is seen that way, for sure. But yeah, it is. It's just a bunch of rich people who can make a shitload of money by kind of controlling that market, right? Everybody needs power for everything that you do, always. So if they're the ones in charge, they are going to make a lot of money off of that. It's not a shocker. And it's not a shocker that they don't want to give that up. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be kind of forced to happen. All right. So the system is coming online. We need to wait for all of the fuel tanks to kind of fill up. Yes, hello, my friend. Which is going to take a little while, but it'll get there. Packaged fuel is humming along, and this is all free. This is literally just all free. I completely agree. And that's kind of where the whole, like, you know, I think more independent grid sort of thing is going to come into place. Because, like, in the US, you can put solar panels on your house, generate, and I'm sure it's the same in Germany, and around the world, right? And generate power as long as, and if you're making enough power to power your house, great. You know, you don't get a bill from the grid, aside from, like, a service fee or whatever. And then if you make more power, you can sell that back to the grid. So you're generating energy, you're making money from it, you're helping out, you know, people around you by getting them cheaper energy. But I know some places have kind of like stopped doing that for whatever reason. I don't know. So it's kind of like, it's such a back and forth where it's like, we have good solutions, we just have to use them. Like, you know, like you said, let people do what they need to do, generate power, have a little more freedom. So these are all full. We really need these guys to fill up, though. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on here. I want to take a quick coffee break. I have coffee here, so we're just going to chill for a minute and kind of watch. Look out over our beautiful little power plant. Yeah, you don't get a lot back anymore here when you sell extra power. Yeah, it's so annoying. It's like, it's power. What do you mean? Like, just take it. I know we need it. I know we need it somewhere. And I know making solar power is a lot freaking easier than it is to spin a giant turbine with some steam or something. Like, you know? Alright, so that is working. We are storing a bunch of free fuel. Batteries make more sense. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are hazards to that stuff. I get it. Main problem with that is maintaining grid stability. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that last part is the big truth. Is 100% true. It's just not like the U.S. grid is not a power grid. It's a power grid masquerading as a power grid. It's like 5 power grids in a trench coat, literally. Like they're not connected. Like Texas is by itself, and like the East Coast is kind of by itself, and then like the Midwest is like a thing, and then the whole mountain area and like Colorado, I think that's its own area, and then there's the West Coast. Like it's separate, you know. Like we can't send power places like through normal means, like high, you know, tension lines and all that kind of stuff. That's not really a thing. So you're totally right. Yeah, the grid itself is in bad shape. You ever want to get stressed out, learn about that. That's something I learned about. I was like, man, we are real susceptible to just like some nasty thing. Yeah, exactly, Jade. That's when I learned about it. 100%. Yup. Buddy. Okay, go for a walk, man. Check it out. Checking on the fuel tanks? I'm right there with you. Yeah, that's exactly when I learned about it. That's so funny. What is this doing here? Oh, is this the one that I... Yeah. Right. Okay, so that's all stalled out. That's good. I would like to hang out here until these are good to go. And we're definitely getting close. We're getting real close. We got the fuel. Gotta get those full. Makes sense, it's a giant state. Yeah. Oh yeah, true. Maybe that was the one I was thinking more. Alaska is definitely separate. Hawaii is obviously separate. You know, I mean, but those are kind of like... We're not stretching power lines under the ocean like that. I doubt we have the resources for that one. But yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy. Like things that you would assume are, you know, solid and good to go are definitely not. Not always. All right, is there anything else I could be doing here while we're kind of waiting? Hi, buddy. Yeah, you know what? Let's start. We're gonna make a road blueprint. Because we're gonna start using our trucks, right? So let's start designing something here. And maybe we should do a little bit of testing stuff before we get too crazy. Prediction is next step is going to be for high-end neighborhoods to have mini reactors installed. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. I don't live in a high-end neighborhood, and I probably never will, but that would be kind of cool. I can't lie. Just like little nuclear sites running. I mean, I know they have pretty like compact setups now for nuclear, right? I shouldn't say I know they have. I believe they have some pretty compact setups for nuclear now. Okay. Trucks. Blueprint mode for a vehicle path? Can you do that? That's weird. Okay. Although it's just dismantle mode. What am I saying? Never mind. There's a company that's supposed to be releasing a unit by 2030. Oh, interesting. Small neighborhood. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, I like it. I respect that. That's cool as shit. But that's just crazy to hear that. It's like, yeah, we're just making this thing that can power a neighborhood. Like, you know, no big deal. Don't worry about it. Alright, so... So I got it right that we are now kind of brain trust in the goal of solving energy. We're on it. Let's go. Let's get to it, brother. With the power of all of our minds, nothing can stop us. How crazy would that be, though? YouTubing community solves global energy crisis. Alright. That would be impressive. That would be great. So what I'm noticing right away is we can't go to the edge, because if we put a... Totally good. We got this. We got this shit. You know, when you're right, Neff. You know, when you're right, you're freaking right, dude. We got it. We got it. As a matter of fact, let's pivot right now. Hard pivot into into energy and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Move over fusion. We got a new kid in town. I don't know what we would do. Oh fuck. Yep. That is probably... They were found with... It was an apparent suicide. They had 7 bullet holes in the back of their head. It's crazy. Never seen anything like it. Sorry, maybe a little too dark. Too real. Okay, I'm just trying to see... Yeah, because that's going to clip over, and there's no way we can make a real tight turn like that, right? Does not seem to like that. Could I, like, force it? I don't know if that's a good idea. We're just kind of testing real quick. Ooh, 2 hours. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay. So... Dude, real. Accidentally defenestrate? I'm not even gonna pretend to know what that word means, but it doesn't sound good. But yeah, Dracus, that's so true. Plane crash, that'd be great. Take me out. Take me out. If I'm going out, I want to have fun on the way down. Come on. One last roller coaster for the road, you know? Alright, so if this is the kind of thing we would need, we would want a blueprint, and then we're going to have to design some kind of intersection, right? That leaves space. Okay, I think I'm seeing it. He just suddenly fell out of a 11-story window. Defenestrate. Oh, literally, that's the definition. Incredible. Incredible. I'm not sure, but could straight mode give you tighter turns? I didn't even think to check straight mode, bro. I love that. That's so fucking funny. Word of the day. Word of the day in the English language. Oh. It kind of can. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Good shout, man. Good shout, Don. I'm out here just riffing and not even thinking about the other build modes that we have available. It is a little bit better, but it's still, I think we're still gonna have to incorporate that piece, right? In my head, this is what I see. Do we have half foundations? We do. Is we maybe do something like this, you know, like I'm just kind of brainstorming here. The truck paths are very nice though. I should have all of these patterns. I do. And then like what if we did, I don't think I've ever really painted like this before, but it could be fun. Obviously we would do this in the blueprint, but like, you know how you have a shoulder on the road? Can I paint these a different color, or is that like not a thing that you can do? Like these are these just the color that they are? The secondary color in a color swatch is used for patterns. Ah, thank you. Thank you, reading. Good to know. Ta-da. Yeah, not the asphalt, but the painted line. Now I know. I did not know that. And then, so that's like our shoulder, right? I don't know how this would fit in a blueprinter. We're gonna have to figure this out. And then... that's kind of our lane, right? Knowing is half the battle. So true. Let's see. If we pull out these again. Okay. Because I don't want to build a blueprint and then find out that I like did not leave enough space, right? So I'm trying to get all the things to fit together. Side corner. Yep. And then... okay, so this is like our sidewalk, I guess you could call it. Do we have the little like curve one? Yes. Let's just switch all those to concrete. I always use concrete, so. Is there a curve pattern? Probably not, right? That seems like I'm asking a little too much. Yeah, okay. I mean, that would be nice. That would be very nice. We could make it, maybe something like that. And then, like, I'm thinking, like, a crosswalk or something would be fun. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing it. It's starting to happen. So this is going to have to be broken up into, like, several different blueprints. The intersection might fit in one, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's gonna be crosswalk. But, like, here's the thing, right? Are we doing... I feel like we should have 2 lanes going one way, and then a break, and then another 2 lanes going the other way. That's just personally me. I feel like that is better. But fitting that in a blueprinter is... we would need actually, like, the 6x6, I think, to make that happen. Or the sidewalk has to become... Yeah, we would have to split it up, exactly. No, this would involve quite a bit of splitting up. I guess, and that's just kind of where I'm trying to figure it out, where it's like, do we do... make a left and a right blueprint, make a reversible? Yeah. 2-lane freeway, and then down to, like, 1 lane for buildings. I think that's smart. I think that's a good idea. So we would have a couple different intersection types then, too. This is definitely good to go now. Oh, something broke. What broke? Wait a minute. Oh, the thing that I was waiting to have happen, which is these filled up, and then I get to do this. Ta-da! Those will start running again after a few minutes. Holy side quest is so real. I completely forgot what we were doing here. I was like, why is that? I thought this was all good. There we go. Oh, nailed it. Never didn't happen. I'm in control every time. And let's throw that into the grid, and now we're making 26.3. So a nice little bump up of 3,000. And back to the roads. All right. So I think we just build the whole thing. I think we should just build an entire section, and then it'll give us a good idea of how we want to split it up, right? All right, do we have a big median in the middle, or do we just do something simple? Like with these guys. Kind of like those highway barriers, you know? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there is something here that I'm seeing. If we make this a half foundation, it would fit. And I think we would want to do that. And then obviously when we're building it, right, we just nudge it to line up. But so we did this. So we have our 4 spots for the vehicle paths. In the middle, do something like this. Okay, so the sidewalk would be out here. Let's kind of customize her real quick. You can't paint a half. What do you mean? You can't paint a half foundation. Well, that's annoying. That kind of, not kind of, definitely ruins everything there. So we could clip like this. And then just do a center line. Ooh, why is it doing that though? Okay, never mind. Alright, so maybe we just make this a blueprint, which then we could do on our own. And then I guess the sidewalk would have to be kind of its own separate piece, which might be alright, because then it could potentially be a lot more like universal, you know? So let's see, let's do 4x5. Okay, so this is just the lanes, right? I do want to make those white, because that's just what I'm used to for a passing lane. Right, and then we take our road barrier. I have seen something cool with this, which I don't know if I could replicate, but I feel like I might be able to do it. Where somebody like clipped this into here, and it looked kind of sick. Maybe not that. But I could have sworn I saw it. Let's see, so let's just make this glow. Maybe if I adjust the infinite nudge, small nudge amounts. So you can't see that, right? Let's see. Mod settings, infinite zoop. No, is it under mods? Yeah, infinite nudge. Okay. Let's try that and see if we can get what we want here. I could have sworn I saw it, unless I'm thinking of a different thing. It's very possible I am. But it was like, it looked like it was nudged into there. And the light was still showing. I think that's in there again. Okay, let's try one more time. Let's take that down to 5. I definitely think it works. I think we could make it work. maybe we can't make it work. I guess it is all in the same... It's going back to the same spot. Let's see, if I put this first... Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have deleted that sign. Oh, we were on it. That was it. You gotta build this thing first. Okay. So, we do that, we get rid of you. It's like, I know I saw somebody do this. I just could not for the life of me figure out how it was done. Okay. Alright. I'm curious. If this will actually work, I would be kind of happy. Oh, come on. Let's freaking go. Nice. I think that's sick. And then... It's kind of nice. I don't know. Maybe we make it like a little dimmer, not so bright. That's kind of a little nicer. We're making roads. We're gonna make them look nice. I mean, you know. I kind of like that. That's less like in your face and more just like, oh, that looks nice. Definitely not my idea. I don't know who did that first. I kind of feel bad for just doing it. Well, I don't feel bad for doing it, but I'm not taking credit. That was not, I did not come up with that. I think that looks nice. I'm glad you like it too. Hell yeah. And then... Let's see. I wanted to do some lights. Was it construction? It's twice now he's come up. It might have been. It probably was him, actually. Because he's definitely, like, one of the... Whoops. Main people I see for, like, really decorative building stuff, you know? Probably was him. I would go so far as to say it was him. So if we did one like that, and then over here... So it'd just be like zigzagging back and forth. We could also just clip these together. That is an option, right? I kind of forgot that you could do that. Oh, you can't? I thought you could. Oh, you could do that, though. close enough, I guess. It's not bad. I wonder if we can make like a kind of central. Yeah, let's see. Let's try something real quick. We're getting real fancy with there. I don't know why there already isn't. Yet there should be a double-sided one. You were right. There really should be. That would just make sense. Let's do something like that. And if I use these guys... Don got me thinking about these the other day. I'm like, you know what? These actually could be very handy for stuff like this. Okay, so we got that one facing that way, and then we need this one. Yeah, I never use them either. Even on walls, I rarely use them because my main complaint is that it builds, if you aim at a wall or another thing, it's just building another double-sided, and it's like, I don't want that most of the time. But that would be nice, because then... those guys can just power up to that, and then we've got an easy connection no matter where we aim. If we wanted to also get rid of that being a thing, we could just do that, which is smart. Yes, let's do that. Okay, okay. Cool. It's a little purpled out, in my opinion, so maybe we make that white. Or steel. Actually, what if we made it concrete? Yep, I like that. Okay, so that's a nice, simple road. And then we have to figure out a sidewalk, which I think we could do pretty easily. There's no thing in the center, but we don't need to walk in the middle of the road like that. I think that's fine. Okay, the only downside here that I'm starting to see, and could potentially be a bit of a pain in the butt, is like if we had to make a U-turn, that's not happening. Granted, I don't know how often we would really need to make a U-turn, right? But if we needed to make a U-turn, that would not be happening. We would have to add a whole, what do you call it? In like a median, basically, you know? And make it so we do that. Hopefully we shouldn't need a U-turn. I know, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I'm like, yeah, because ideally, if we're going one way, there should be no real reason why we have to turn around. We should have just gone out onto the road, right, in whatever direction we want to go. And I guess if we need to make a U-turn, I'll just put a roundabout. We'll just build a roundabout. I did download the curve tool, so we can just make big curving pieces now. So definitely gonna be nice. Looks like Storo Drive in Boston. Not familiar, but maybe I'll have to look this up. If you don't take the left turn at the right time, you don't have to drive 2 to 3 miles down the road. Oh my god. Classic. Gotta love it. Whoa. Yeah. I've heard Boston. I've only been to Boston like twice. And one time I was old enough to drive, the first time I wasn't. And driving in Boston is stressful. Like, that place is nutty. Aren't all those roads just like old cow paths and stuff? Like, add that there, and that's good. In terms of what picture we want to put, I hadn't really thought about that. We get like an asphalt foundation. That's close enough. Tried driving in Brussels. Probably. I've been to Brussels actually. Brussels, yeah, that's a tight ass city. They're not gonna fit many cars in there, huh? Okay, so I think we're good for road piece. Let's clear that out, and then I want to make a sidewalk one. Sounds honestly, yeah, sounds accurate. Based off what you're saying and what I know, that sounds like the best plan of action. I love that, like, one bridge in Detroit where it's like, oh, you made a wrong turn, now you're in Canada. It's like, what? It's like, hope you brought your passport. Like, I forget what bridge it is, but it's literally just like you're on the highway and then all of a sudden it's just like, if you take this exit, you are going to Canada. It's like, oh. Okay. Wasn't planning on doing that today, but I guess that's, you know, so that's what we're doing. It'd be kind of sick because it's just like, oh, we're in Canada now, like, cool, but also like I'm not supposed to be here, kind of thing. So probably not sick, like probably very stressful. Alright, and then what we do off the end, I don't know if I really have a plan for that. Although this could be incorporated, I guess. I'm thinking we just are going to do like some kind of ramp stuff to make that easy. But this is good because this is a double, like it works on both sides, right? So let's just call that good. In terms of that, I'm just gonna put a railing. Okay. Let's see. Let's clear out all of this stuff. So intersections are going to be one of those things where it's like, I don't know if we can fit that in a blueprinter. We're going to have to build one first and then kind of see. So I think we're going to start building our first road, which is kind of fun. Thankfully, I already kind of planned some of it. We are going to need ramps. That's going to be potentially interesting to make. Again, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So There is the idea of building the trucks down here and just not building a road up here because we have stuff to get items out relatively easily. So I'm kind of a fan of that. Yeah. Alright, let's do a little clearing out and maybe start putting down our first roadway here. We might have to move a lot of stuff. But, you know, eminent domain, I'm just reclaiming my own things, so I guess it's kind of fine. Like, time's 5:40. Oh, I never took a break today. Well, you know what? That's kind of fine. Who needs breaks? I kind of need a break, I'm not gonna lie. But we were so busy talking shit about corporations and making cool blueprints that I just forgot. Alright. That's gonna get raised up, so I'm not really worried about that. This is not gonna be here. So, where do we want to start our roadways? Break is probably good. It is probably good, because we could go for another, like, hour. So if I take a break now, that would set us up pretty well. Let's throw down a couple blueprints real quick, like. And then, yeah, we'll go take a little break action here. I'm thinking we just build at this height. We could drop down, I guess, but we obviously have to build up here for starters. Okay. I'm trying to think how and if this could potentially mess us up somehow. With like the lights and stuff, I don't know if I want to have like a super weird area. But there's no real point. Oh, you know what? There kind of is an anchor point. Actually, right here where we have these two crossroads, this is kind of the anchor of the area right now. And I only left myself 5 foundations. Nice. Well, I guess that's going to be maybe one of our single lane roads. Nothing we can do about that now. I did that without really thinking about how blueprints were going to be. Yeah, oop is true. Oop is true. But it's okay. I think we can make that work still. We can... I like the idea of not everything being exactly the same, you know? Like, I want things to look similar and feel like they fit together. But they don't have to be identical. Sometimes I'm not very good at that, you know? Sticking to that. But that is kind of how I feel for the most part. Which means we need all of that gone, because we actually need 6, right, for the roadway. Let's get rid of that. Can I pick this up? Probably not. Let's just move it. Road me. Okay, so that would be the first piece, right? Because if this is the intersection kind of regardless of what we do. Yeah. That's where the intersection is going to start. So that's our anchor point. This is a wall at the current build, so we want to leave a room for the sidewalk. And that actually just kind of snaps in very nicely. And then just for visual's sake, let's put in some walls just so we can kind of see what that would look like together and if that would be good or bad. It could be either one, right? I think we might have to adjust that a little bit, but hopefully not too bad. So I think for stuff like this, we would just go in, delete out the railing, and then kind of like we did over here, just add in a wall or something. And then we could put the railing back, and this could even serve as ways into the factory, which would not be a terrible idea. On street level. The other idea is we drop this down one, and we have that be the sidewalk be level with the street. Which I don't hate the idea of. Trying to think if that could cause any issues for us in terms of like truck stations and other things. What was that about a break? You're right. Okay. You said a break. You're right. I said a break. We're both right. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll start messing with some road stuff. BRB. Thank you, Neff. Appreciate you. I won. Let's go. We're back. I beat the timer. Nice. All right. So I think we are gonna drop this down. I think it would look cooler. That's so nice. It's kind of nicer than blueprinting, honestly. Wow. Let's get rid of these two. Dare I say it? All right. Nice. Those are already good. And then that would be... Okay. Oh yeah, they're short. That's why it's... Ooh, 1 second. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. So roadway. Instead, we want the sidewalk to be over there. Well, the new Satisfactory production planner links built right into the game interface. Oh, very cool. It does sound kind of nice. Oh, I didn't delete out enough. Okay, so that just kind of like all fits in together, and then go there. Hold on, just gotta, yep. Mm-hmm. And then that would go there. I think that would work pretty well. That would mean that we have to relocate this one yet again. Could actually just send it under the road for now. Could we? No, we couldn't. Does that actually work too? Darn it, man. Darn it. Really? Like that? You gotta be like that. Man, that's so disappointing. Because this does look better. For sure, but... I mean, we could move those up one, I guess. We're not committed to that. But yeah, obviously that is no bueno. Bummer. So instead, it would have to be up here. Which is still fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's just for this area. If we can plan ahead better, obviously in the future, and we can make it that way, you know, for the other builds that we have coming up. Oops. I wonder if like default mode would be better for this one. At least initially, maybe. so if I were modular engines belt, gotta get that rerouted. We got time though. That doesn't have to go anywhere just yet. And then I got a lot of different belts running, or power lines running all over the place. We should probably do something about that. And amazingly, I think this is like one of the most important power lines for the area. Yeah, because this is like where all of our power is coming from, believe it or not. It's good. It's good. You know, yeah. Good to have a very weak and concerning main power line connection. For now, we're not gonna make things any better. I'm gonna be totally real with you. We're just gonna move them in and over to there. So then I should at least be able to get rid of these, and this one I can get power from that factory, which we should do before we break everything else. And also in here, this one I haven't thought as much about. Getting that power situated. So maybe we just won't right now. And yeah, I don't think in the future, I don't think this will be how we do things long term, but this does kind of work, and it might motivate me to kind of bridge over, which would be really cool looking. So we'll think about that. Okay, so that is power across from one factory to another. That should all spread through. Let's delete this. And we're all good. Nice. Okay. So this is all going in through here, which is also a huge mess. Now that's the old design. Yep. Okay. We are going to want to update that at some point, but not right now. Just trying to make this as little of a mess as possible. Okay, so that means that you can actually just go right in there. I know it's messy, but it'll work. That's going out to steel. It's going to damn, what a disaster. Oh man, I love it. Okay, and then this is coming from that one. Okay, good. So at least that's there, which means I can get rid of you. And I can get rid of that one, and that one, and that one, and all of those. We should still be good to go. Okay. Little cleanups here and there, as it makes sense for us to do them. And let's just clear out all of this, and then we'll probably figure out the ramp thing. So that we can at least make some easy elevation changes. I don't know what's like recommended for vehicles. I'm thinking of keeping it at like 1 meter, but Did I mention how much I want to hover back? Okay. That does look nice. Found a spot with all M4 resources within 600 meters. Ooh, very nice. What does M4 resources mean? Thank you, Jade. I kind of agree. I kind of like it. And was a typo? Oh, okay. Gotcha. 4 resources. Gotcha. Nice. Very, very good. You would think these would want to snap, but they really... Oh, there we go. Okay, you gotta aim, like, up in the middle to get that. Oops. I like it. I definitely like that. Okay. So the wall stuff we can figure out later. Iron, copper, coal, water, and air. We need air. What do you need air to do? Sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot going on. Are we good with just the base lighting? Maybe? That might be something we want to tweak. Oh, to make steel. I guess that makes sense, huh? Thank you, Neff. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's get a nighttime. I'm something of a builder myself. I like it. They're a little bright for me. I think we could drop them just a touch. Did that make them brighter? More lights at night? Oh wait, I think I copied the wrong one. Dim but more coverage. Oh, I could turn on the night light mode. 1. You're saying more lights at night. Like put more lights in the blueprint? Or just make it so they come on at night. And then... I think I like 75. It's not like so washed out. More lights covering the road. I got you. Okay. Maybe I do want to keep in mind power, because granted these are only what, like 1 per, right? Yeah. So it's only 2 megawatts per blueprint, but that will add up pretty quickly. I kind of wish it was more in the middle, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. But more lights on the road. I don't know. I kind of dig it. But I mean, I'm open to other, yeah, if people, yeah, 2 times 1,000, exactly. Like, I know we just built like 3,000 megawatts, but so another energy problem to solve. This guy gets it. Call back. I could just picture it now though, crashing the power grid because I built too many streetlights. Like I could see it. But yeah, with those gaps there. I don't know. I think it's a good spacing. Looks like a street in a film noir. Yeah, it does. Sad trombone or trumpet music. I think that's pretty sweet. I think that's kind of cool. So what I think we'll do is we'll adjust the blueprint so the lights are at 75% and that they come on at night only. And then that's pretty good. Oh god, Jade. Dracus, I haven't, but I desperately want to see that. It actually looked okay. I was like, this is kind of my speed. Fucking Nicolas Cage playing a Spider-Man was not on my 2026 bingo card, but it looked promising, I gotta say. If you've seen it and you know otherwise, then I guess you should let me know. It's sick? Fuck yeah. Okay, good. I need to check it out then. I gotta watch it. There's Power Slug in there. Not yet, but I played Discworld Noir. The only thing I have really in reference is like other older movies, and then like what was that detective game, like LA Noir, right? Where you like played the detective trying to like solve murders and just like doubt people and whatever. I just remember that game being kind of hilarious. Okay. What can we do here? Let's think. That too? Hell yeah. I feel like everybody kind of knows about that game at this point. So, do we make a big blueprint? The game was so bad, it was so good. I remember trying to play it and being like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to be doing here? It's like, I can't even understand what the different facial cues are, you know? It was crazy. My buddy was like, it's such a good game, you'll love it. And I did not. It wasn't for me. But I just remember it being very funny. And I've seen some clips that have aged wonderfully from that game. Alright, let's see. The moment of truth. Can we paint on ramps? Okay, good. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah, I mean, it's been since high school when I last played that game, so it's been a long time. I thought it was gonna be like Mafia. Oh yeah, no. Definitely not. Not even close. I think we could make this all work. Alright, let's see. Yeah? Okay. Can I get the sign? can't nudge a sign. Like, I can't rotate this sign. What if I put it on a wall? You just build this here so I have it. Use the beam to attach the sign. My girlfriend's a huge kid. That's awesome. I love that. That's awesome. It's so funny. I love it when like people are just randomly good at things that you would like, you know. Let's see. I feel like there's a solution here. Wait, I have an idea. Okay. Temp, ramp, save, clear. Where's that sign? Do that. I can't rotate those, but I should be able to just rotate a blueprint of those. Light up signs. Save, clear. Okay, the only problem is though nudging them in the designer is going to be tough. So I have to get it in. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just try this. Oh no, that did work. Okay, it didn't create like a huge hitbox. Okay. And then we do temporary ramp. Helps if I'm in the right spot, right? Alright, cool. So that solves that problem. So we need to put a barrier in place so that I know where to zoom to. Okay, and then take this. It's not perfect. The other one is like kind of on the money there, but I wonder. Let's see. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Okay, so then you... Is that angle correct, though? think it is. What's the key for micro nudges? It is control. For me. But I also have mine set very small. I like halved it, or maybe even like down to 25%. So it's a lot less than normal. Oh, where'd the other... Oh, man. I thought I had the blueprint on there. Wait, what happened? That was totally the... Oh, yeah, I got you. Did I not place the blueprint version? Did I place a sign? Although now I should just be able to, yeah, soup. Okay. I cannot imagine trying to do this without infinite soup. I don't even know if it would be possible. I think that's good. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I could probably just make a blueprint of that light piece. In hindsight, I could have just made a blueprint of that whole thing and just rotated it. The more you know. The more you know. But yeah, those I would want to have, I think, upright, because you wouldn't put them on an angle, right? Keep those upright. Okay, well that works. Let's call this 1 meter ramp. And we'll say 4x. We're probably going to have to make some shorter versions, which we might just save now. Let's do that. Let's do ramp if we can find it. It's weird how like you can't get certain things here. Maybe I just like blow past them, but some stuff is, I feel like, missing out of that. Alright, so that's that. So let's just save that as a temporary thing. I think we'll add the light in separately. So let's just get the light piece real quick. I still gotta hook up modular engines again, but they can hold a lot in there, so we're good. We're just gonna call this street lights. And street light. And yeah, in there. That's good. All right. So then maybe we just add those in as we see fit. Now let's put it in. Let's do it. Let's just have it. as part of that. Right, and then we go. I think just like that. I think that's good. Because I know, Neff, you were saying add a few more, which also isn't a bad idea, but I think we'll keep this. I think this is a good balance between not being a very expensive blueprint in terms of building a lot of them, and then just also looks relatively decent. So that's cool, and then if we wanted to build the sidewalk, I think we could do it still. I think we would have to kind of get creative. But what else is new? Dark spots look not so industrial. I get you there. And hey, maybe now that I have the independent one, I can just build more in, you know? Because I do get what you mean. Like in the city, it's like, it's lit up, right? Like, hell yeah. I didn't mean to call you out either. I know you were the one with the idea, so that was all. That was all. But let's see. So if I do something like that. Alrighty, man. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Good hanging as always. Have a good rest of your night. Okay, so that's no good, but what if we zooped it? Okay. Oh, I didn't quite get the angle. We're in the weeds now, folks. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to try and balance that out. Okay, let's see if we can get it. Cool. If not, it is what it is. It's always gonna be mad about that. Okay, I think we're a little too high up there. Which is so annoying because there is no... My small nudge down is like bugged out for whatever reason. Yeah, because it's an angled piece, right? It's never gonna... Yeah, once we take it on the diagonal, it's a little bit longer. That's not what I wanted to do. Yet again. Oh, there we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's really just got to be good. and that's kind of good. That's pretty damn good right there. This one we do have to make a right and a left. Now there's that little bit there. I'd be curious to see what that looks like. And if there's not something we could, you know, kind of just do to handle that. Here and sideline. Okay. I think that's good. And then that works for either up or down segments, right? It's all the same thing. Okay. 1 meter ramp sidewalk. And then we'll say this is the right side. Again, let's just use the railing for this. Do not cancel that. No, yes, save the blueprint. Thank you. Okay. And let's clear it. Maybe let's test that and see how it works. That feels like a good idea. I think we're gonna have to back up a little bit in order to get up where we want to go. Has switched to using your speakers. Oh yeah. Yeah, headphones when it's like hot and sticky are pretty unpleasant. I think that is totally fine. Oh yeah, dude. Absolutely. Okay, so there is a little gap if we just did that. Suddenly there's not a gap anymore. It's not like we're going to be coming in here and staring at that being like, oh, there's a gap there. How terrible. You can't use this road, you know? Like, I think that's good. I think that looks really nice. Hell yeah. I agree, Jade. I agree. I think it do work. So there is a slight gap here, and I think I know how we're gonna solve this problem. Neff, we're getting 2 birds with 1 stone, my man. I mean, hide your crimes, right? I think it's a little low. I think it needs to be raised up a little bit. But that works. This totally works. Let's see. Let me load this back in, and all I'm going to do is add a little more to the streetlight guy. Yeah. So I think if we have that, we should be good. Because we can count, actually. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 above the street, or above the barrier, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we drop down 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty close. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? But I do want it to just kind of look like nice. That feels good. Like that just kind of gradually goes up. And then maybe the same thing over here. Yeah, I like that. I do like having them a little denser in these areas. And even if there's like a part where it's like, oh, well, we don't want to put a street light there, right? We'll just put some freaking pillars and call it a day. Like, it doesn't have to be... It just doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. As much as we would love for things to just always be ideal, I can fix this in the blueprint, actually. You know, and everything line up the way we want. We gotta adjust sometimes. Sometimes we just gotta make things work. So, yeah, make sure that's good, and then clear that, and then give me back this. Because I think if we... Okay, so we are... Like, if that's where we would want to be, but it just ever so slightly clips over that, which is unfortunate. So that just might be something that we kind of just have to deal with. And I'm kind of okay with that. So if I wanted to make a right-hand version, I could probably take this guy and just swap it over to a right-hand version. Let's see, okay, I can get... Whoops. How close can I get? I can get that close, which doesn't seem like much, but it might actually be. We'll see. Maybe it'll be worthwhile. So let's save that. And then here's what we can do. So we're gonna take out all of that. Take out this guy, and then we're just gonna switch this over to here. Right, we're gonna put the sideline this time over here. I think that's good. Not bad. I also just remembered that we have these things. That kind of sticks out into the road a little bit, but I guess we could push it back a little bit, maybe? That might look pretty nice. Okay. Let's do this. Is there anything else that I need to do here? I don't think so, right? Let's clear that. Load back up this one. I think that's kind of how we had it, right? Is the gray line hidden? The gray line was hidden. Okay. Maybe more like that, except it's pushed back into the wall. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I think it's like that. Where it's very much kind of in line with the wall. Whoops. Like that. Okay, so we add that, right? And then if we go back to this guy. Could do something like that. It's interesting. I don't know. I kind of might... I might like having an option, you know? Of either putting the light or not, because that is a lot of lights. Alright, let's try this out. Let's pull all this back. Let's take that one back too. Alright, and let's try to build out a ramp, at least to top of the hill. And then we can kind of go from there. I think in the blueprinter, if I just nudge this up one, it'll snap at a better height for me. So I have to keep that in mind. Let's get rid of that. And then... That's pretty good. It's like the, like, you know, in the driveway where they put the line in it so it cracks down the line instead of, like... It's just the same thing. It's the same. It's meant to be there. If you just believe in it hard enough, it'll all make sense. Oh, this one I didn't put the wall in? Okay, let's do that real quick. Gotta nudge that wall down. But the less I have to do, you know... Whenever we build out like a road like this, the better, in my opinion. So it's kind of important to get it dialed in right now. And hopefully that all pays off in the future. Oh, you're not working at all this way. Why is that? It was weird it did work like somewhere out of the blue. It just said it would build. Okay. Why is that? I wonder. Why is that? Are we already as far forward as we can kind of go? Seems like it. But why does it work on one side and not the other, I wonder? Right? Isn't that kind of weird? I have an idea. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do this before. This is absolutely what we should be doing. Okay, so we're gonna throw... Oh, because it's a blueprint now. I was like, why is it not snapping anymore? That's weird. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Okay, so if we just do that. That's going to cover both the top and the bottom. Yep. Okay, so this is a 1 meter ramp to the left? Oh no, 1 meter sidewalk. Sorry. What did I call it? 1 meter ramp sidewalk left. Because if I name it the same thing, it'll rename or take over the old blueprint, and I don't have to get rid of it. Sidewalk left. Beautiful. Okay, let's see if that works. Because if that works, then we're in great shape. Plot twist, it did not work. Now is that because... Okay, so that works. But blueprint mode gets a little funky, which kind of is to be expected, I guess, because we're changing the height. Ah. But that's pretty good. I mean, that's definitely the cleanest I think we could get it. I guess what I'm wondering is if there's a way that we can do it to where it will still snap properly. Without kind of messing that whole thing up too badly. So let's see. I'm curious if we try not to go beyond, right? The this 1 meter foundation, if we can kind of get stuff to play nice. We are dipping below. Okay, so that's just gonna... I think it's just gonna be what it be, kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think there's really autosave much we can do about that. Yeah, let's just rock with it for now. I think it's okay. Let me make the right-hand side one. But I definitely think it's a better way to do it, right? To kind of go over and up like this. Okay, let's see. So this is 1 meter ramp, sidewalk to the right. Alright, let's see. Does it work? What does blueprint mode do to this? Yeah, I think we just do default mode, at least for the initial sidewalk, and then we can see if they kind of link together or not. Pack, hover pack, where art thou, hover pack? Alright, let's see. What makes the most sense? Oh, does that work? That works. Wait. Okay, so just over and down. Let's see if it works on this side. Maybe we actually got it in a decent way. So go over, go down. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, okay, nice. That looks fine. I'm okay with that. I think the barriers are not... Yeah, they're not. Yep. See that? It's dipping down a little bit. I don't know if we care about that, to be honest with you. But this looks... I mean, this is looking promising. I definitely pleased with this. Oh, that sticks past, yeah. So is this a little higher? It's fine here. I guess the angle itself is a little bit off. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Womp. think we can fix that. It's a lot of nitty-gritty stuff right now. That is what it is. How we doing on time? Oh, it is so fucking late. Oh, brother bear. Okay. Sorry, peeps. I gotta end things. It's fucking 7 o'clock. Yeah, I got some angry cats that are gonna want some food. Sorry, but we're gonna cut things off here. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for all the fun chats. Yeah, whoops is an understatement of the century. But you know what? We live and we learn. They'll be all right. They're 30 minutes. It's fine. But yeah, great time. Great hangs. I think we got a lot done. We're making some very good progress on the roads. I think once we get the roads dialed in, the whole city feel is really going to explode. And things are going to start to kind of drop into place. But yeah, very fun. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Apologies for the very abrupt ending. I should have been keeping a better eye on the time. We will be back at it again on Friday. I think I'm going to chill tomorrow. Got a couple of things we got to do around the house. All that good things. So, yeah. Take care. We'll be back Friday. And I'll see you again real soon. Peace out, everybody.